Hey YouTube, today we're going to look at something really cool. And what we have here in front of us, we have a Barrett M82A1 50 BMG rifle. And before we get started, I'm going to let you know this rifle's been safety checked before I turn this video on. And if I walk up to it and handle it, I will show you there's nothing in it. So what we have here is a Barrett M82A1. What that is, it's a semi-automatic 50 BMG rifle, and it is developed by a company called Barrett. Now, Barrett developed this rifle and released it in the year 1989, and Barrett's main goal was to produce a semi-automatic weapon that would fire the most powerful round that anybody can buy out of a rifle, which is the 50 BMG. And the 50 BMG was originally designed for the 50 caliber machine gun developed by John Moses Browning, of all people, one of my favorite people. Browning made these. They're very simple weapons that are semi-automatic, and as you look at it real close here, it really resembles a very large AR. So what it is, it comes apart in an upper and a lower, and it has a bolt, a gigantic bolt in it. It pretty much holds the whole thing together, and it's held together with pins, just like sort of like an AR. But it accepts box magazines that detach on the bottom, and it's very easy to operate and very easy to disassemble and assemble. So the military adopted these rifles in around 1990, and they were used as long-range sniper rifles, and they call it an anti-material weapon because, I mean, these weapons are so powerful that if you just shot this at a single human being, I think they would disappear if you were within a certain close range. So it's called an anti-material because this thing will basically go through anything that you can think of. All these people that have these plate carriers and all this does nothing for something like this, folks. Nothing. This thing will go through pretty much anything. This is the most powerful weapon that any citizen can obtain legally. I mean, most powerful whatsoever. Any kind of rifle, handgun, whatever, this is the most powerful. And this thing is absolutely huge. And when I walk up to it, you're going to see the size. So this one's equipped with a 12 to 42 night force scope on it. It comes, every Barrett rifle, every Barrett M82A1 comes with its own pinned on bipod up front, and it has a monopod in the back that comes out of the stock that holds it up. It has its own integrated muzzle brake on the front. Like I said, it's a semi-automatic. They all come with carry handles that fold down, and what a beast. This thing weighs, I think, around 33 pounds. That's what this rifle weighs. So you're not going to be carrying this thing around through the woods or anything like that. It's a very expensive rifle. It's very expensive to shoot, and you have to really be careful with this. So the effective range that this thing will accurately shoot is around 2,000 to 2,500 yards. It will do accurate shots. Now, the effective range of this thing will actually hit targets is over 4,000 feet, folks. I mean, 4,000 yards. And folks, that is a long ways. So a little miss, a little oopsies at the range can turn into a real bad day with somebody that doesn't know what they're doing with this particular gun. And it's not for beginners. It has a massive amount of recoil to it. It's very loud. It throws percussion out the side. One shot from it makes everybody stop on the range and turn around and look. I've seen it many times. So it's like nothing else. This is not something you're going to sit there and go to the range and fire 100 rounds a day through. It's just not going to happen, folks. I mean, first of all, not many people can afford to shoot that much 50 BMG. And not a lot of people are going to have the shoulder or anything like that to withstand all the recoil on it. But very neat weapon, has a really cool history. You know, it's been used in many wars, the war in Afghanistan, the Desert Shield, all the overseas wars. They've used these as sniper guns, and all branches of the service have purchased these and used them as quote-unquote sniper guns. Folks, I'm not telling anybody anything weird or anything, but people say a rifle will take down a helicopter or something like that, this thing really will. This shoots the same round that goes into a 50 caliber machine gun, and I'm telling you, this is like nothing you've ever seen. So we're gonna walk up, we're gonna take a little bit closer look at it and see what we can figure out about this little thing. So let me walk over here really close, and I'm gonna go front to back with it as best as I can. So this is the muzzle brake on this thing, and I'm going to show you next to my hand how big this thing is. I mean, it is absolutely huge. My whole hand going around the barrel, and this muzzle brake is absolutely needed and absolutely huge. If you look at it up front, it's absolutely crazy. So the barrel is fluted, and that's just for it heating up and stuff like that. If you walk a little bit closer, you'll see I just got a Picatinny rail on it, and all of them come with a fold-up carry handle on it. And you actually need this to transport it around. You just grab your hand around the buttstock and this, and that helps you carry it. So all Barrett rifles, all the M82s come with this pinned on. It's a proprietary bipod that goes right on the front. It's pretty neat. So if you look right across the front, this one's got mounted a Night Force 12 to 42 by 56 very high power scope on it, and it's used in Night Force 6 screw 6 bolt pattern rings on it, because this thing's got a lot of recoil and it really needs to be heavy duty. So if we look down at the side of this thing, you'll see a little bit of the markings on it. It's just has all the Barrett stuff on it and where it's made and the model number, which is an M82A1. Pretty neat. If you look at the grip, it looks like a regular standard pistol grip on an AR. I'm not sure if an AR one will work on it or not, but it's very similar looking. You move back to the buttstock, you'll see here's that monopod I was telling you about that's included in it, and we'll take a little bit walk around and show you some of the close-ups of it. This whole rifle is held together with little pins that go on it, and while we're here, we'll take a little quick look here and show you there is nothing in this thing. Oh, and it is clear. Like I told you, it was all safety checked. And if you look down close right here, all the rifle is held together with these little pins right here. It's held together with 2 pins. The whole thing goes together. But very neat rifle, very unique. Not a lot of people have these things. They are wildly expensive, and when you get one, if you can get past the initial shock of purchasing a Barrett M82A1, then you get the fun of buying ammunition for it to go out and shoot it. Anyway, folks, I wanted to show you a really neat weapon. There's not a whole lot out on YouTube of people showing these off. I know a couple of people have done videos on them, and one day, folks, I promise you, we're going to take some of this stuff out to the range and we're going to do shooting videos with it. We just have a couple obstacles here in the past couple months, and we're getting through those, and we're going to take some of this stuff out and show you that I actually do fire some of this stuff. But if you have any questions on this Barrett M82A1 50 BMG rifle, feel free to ask. I'm not an expert on it, but I will be happy to answer any questions you have. Thank you very much for watching my video today, and you folks have a great day.